producers receiving the highest amount of energy, followed by the least amount of energy is received by the top consumer. So in this regard, the pyramid of energy will always be upright. Ecological successions. Now what do you mean by ecological succession? Succession basically means the changes of community structure in a particular area over time. So what do you mean by community? Community tends to different group of species. Okay, suppose in an area you have visited a particular park where you find a number of animals, tiger, lion, deer, okay, zebra, as well as you are finding different type of plants. So all this together comprises of a community. Okay, so the suppose you have visited another area which is totally barren, okay, and 10 years later when you have visited the same area, you have find that there are big trees growing up, there are many animals running here and there, right? So what you have observed that some succession some succession took place in that particular area, okay, that is some certain changes in the community structure is being observed, okay, over time. The concept of ecological succession was given by E. Worming of Denmark and Henry Cowles of US. It is a process by which an ecological community undergoes more or less orderly and predictable change, right? Why this term orderly and predictable change? Because suppose there is a barren land, and if you say in a land, first small group of organisms will appear, okay, all of sudden big trees will not grow over a barren land. First small living organisms will be appearing on certain rocks, followed by simple small height plants, then intermediate height, and then you will find big trees, okay. So in this regard, it is undergoing an orderly and predictable changes appear over time, okay. Now following the disturbance of this initial colonization of the habitat, okay. Now the driving force behind succession, what is the reason for this succession, that is appearance of these plants in a land all of a sudden, right? So it may be autogenic succession, that is the replacement of one community by the next, results from the changes of the physical environment, okay. Maybe suppose in an area there were no rainfall initially, so that's why it was a barren land, okay, but after certain years there was huge amount of rainfall, which made the land favorable for the growth of certain plants, right, or living organisms in it. So in this regard, you can see the physical environment is acting upon as a driving force for this succession, okay. These changes tend to render the site less optimal for the organism producing the change and more optimal for those organisms replacing them. Let us take an example. If suppose you have find an area which had only one or two type of living organism or plants, okay, and in that area, after certain years, you went and you have found that there are a number of 7 to 8 type of plants, right, and you are not able to find those earlier plants, 3 plants, okay. So what could be the factor? The factor could be maybe certain changes in the physical environment has taken place which was favorable for the new group of plants, but it was unfavorable for the older group of plants. So in this regard, these changes may happen. Next is your allogenic succession. It occurs when geological process cause a change which in the physical environment, which in turn leads to change in the biodata, okay. That means certain geological process has been changed, that means the soil maybe it has become fertile able, okay, due to the incorporation of certain rich minerals, etc., or maybe due to this lava explosions, maybe it incorporated certain sort of minerals in the soil which made it favorable one for the growth of new communities in that particular area. Biogenic succession, it occurs when there is sudden interference with an autogenic or allogenic succession by a living organism which becomes a major agent of the seasonal successional change. As for example, suppose in an area there are lots of grasses and you have left a cattle over it, right? So the cattle keeps on grazing the field and it grazed in such an extent that all the grasses didn't exist later on, right? So thereby the land was unfavorable for this crops, these grasses, isn't it? And after certain years, when the favorable conditions debugged, reappeared, then we have observed certain sort of plants and animals prevailing over that area, right? So this was factor caused due to a biological agent, isn't it? So this sort of succession driving factor is known as biogenic succession. Now in a suppose, like I said, the plants are the community is changing over a period of time. So in a barren land, the first species that inhabit the barren area is called as the pioneer community. The last and the stable community, then the community keeps on changing, okay, or followed by the appearance of new communities, and the last stable community which prevails in that area is termed as the climax community. The intermediate communities are called as serial or transitional communities, and the entire series starting from the pioneer community to the last climax community is termed as series. So there are two types of ecological succession, mainly the primary ecological succession and the secondary ecological succession. So primary ecological succession simply means the succession in a land which was never been colonized before, okay, that means a totally barren land in which there were no plant signs, no living organism signs earlier. Then it is termed as a primary succession. As for example, in a rock, right, you might have observed that in a certain group of organisms used to grow on the rocks, right, and later on from in that rock certain small plants used to appear, right. So this is also termed as succession, right, and it is a category of primary ecological succession in which prior to the growth of these plants, no plants or no other life forms were present in that rock initially, okay. Secondary ecological succession is the succession in a previously colonized land. That means suppose there was a cropland but it was destroyed or damaged due to any pathogenic effect or due to any fire, right, that's why it was totally barren later on. And in that, if again succession takes place, then it is termed as secondary ecological succession. Now the ecological succession is observed as a sequential development, okay. That means it is not abruptly, the community doesn't appears abruptly. It appears in a sequential manner, that is from small group of organisms to higher group of organisms, okay. The succession starts with a simple life forms followed by subsequent advanced life forms. The succession may be positive, that means it may the community may appear from a simple life form to advanced life form, or it may be negative, that is the community or initially the community like this mango tree was present in an area but later on it turned into a barren land. So in this regard we will term that as a negative succession, okay. So here there are two examples of succession. First is your primary succession on a terrestrial side and the secondary succession, okay. So in primary succession you can see there are exposed rocks, okay, which was devoid of any plant or vegetations, right. Then in that rocks some certain lichens or mosses appeared. Lichens are basically association of fungi and algae, okay, and mosses are bryophytes category plants. So then followed by small herbaceous plants, and then you can see a big trees, okay. So the first community which inhabits a particular area is termed as the pioneer community, like I said, and the last and the stable community, after which how would you identify that this is the last and the stable community? After that particular community no further community will appear, okay, or no changes, you will observe no changes later on, right, if once a particular climax community has appeared in a particular area, okay. Then if you see the secondary succession, initially there were trees, initially there were soils, right, annual weeds, etc. Initially there were certain life forms. It is not completely devoid of any plant vegetations, right. If there is a soil and if it is fertile, then definitely it will have certain life forms in it, okay, there are certain vegetations in it. So in the left picture you can see there were rocks upon which the succession took place, but here you can see this is it seems like a fertile soil, isn't it. So the succession which takes place in a previously colonized area is termed as secondary ecological succession. In this regard you can see small annual weeds are being growing, followed by perennial weeds, shrub, then big large trees, okay.